Okay, it's what is it? It's Tuesday night, first stream of the working week. It'll be quite so. And look, I'm just doing my favorite pattern matching game that I'm just kind of mildly obsessed with. Oh man, I'm not doing great this round. It's not terrible yet, but it's not great. Hey, Madam Butterfly. Okay, I think I need to use some of my power-ups. Okay. Oof, you know what I need to do? Use some of my power-ups. What's that going to do? Square root of fuck all. Son of a bitch. All right. I've just got like, hey, Heine, how's it going? I got all these power-ups at the moment that I don't want to lose. The fuck. Do that. Where does that leave me? I do that. Oh wow, that just okay. Just it's an interesting puzzle, this game. Okay, so man, I'm just freaking okay. I could use queen in the game. No, I've used all my power-ups, but I got the result I wanted. Because if I hold on in this game for, God, 12 minutes, am I still ahead of this guy? Yeah, I get mad bonuses again. I don't know if I just used so many of them, it cancels it out. I mean, freaking probably, knowing me. Ooh, does anyone play Wordle or Stands? Not me. Do this to decide which power move to do because I had several options. What's happening now? All these, bloody consequences. Ooh, okay. That just went in my favor. Just getting a verbal description of, no, my puzzle game's going fine. Thank you for asking. Just had a couple of things go in my favor, so I'm pretty happy, actually. Oof, this is getting a bit stressful, though. Ooh, yeah, boy. What's that do? Hot dang. Oh, I just realized I'm in a really bad position with this particular round of it. God damn it. I just did a huge power up. Yes, Safa, the city was busy, particularly as I got a later train home yesterday. So I got caught in a surprise late meeting. The train was fucking pre-COVID peak hour, basically. things to consider. Okay, I'm using some of my in-game currency. Oh, okay, that worked. Okay, surely I'm friggin' beating this guy now. Putting all this pressure on myself. Well, you know, am I? People who work from home earn 10% less. That's fiction. They made that up. That is a made-up statistic. Ooh, that's a spectacular bit of spelling. The Australords. They're not Australian. Or are they? Is that what you're trying to say? Are you being clever? I've paid very little attention. I know they exist, and I know they've been stuck up there. Yes, there may be questions if people would be willing to take a pay cut. For someone to just spout, people who work from home earn 10%, that's made up. They don't know that. That's made up. In fact, I would refute it. It's absolutely, definitely, categorically untrue. Because guess what? You know, the whole public sector's got a flexible... It depends what you mean by work from home as well. Do you mean 5 days a week? It's probably a little bit difficult to find a job doing 5 days a week working from home now. I will just throw that out there. All right, I think I've done enough of that. That fucker's not going to catch me in the next 8 minutes. I will hurt him if he does. So it's really, because this game has all these bonus things to tempt you. And it's like, oh man. You know, there was this thing where you had to collect 135 different cards and it'd keep giving you repeats. And I'm up to 134. And I get a huge bonus if I get this last one. And I mean a huge bonus if I get this last one. But you think, how long will it take me to get my card? Probably a week. Because it'll just keep giving me repeats. Just keep you hanging on. Keep you on tenterhooks. They bleed you. And then when you just miss out, it's like, oh, you could probably spend money and get a power up and you get that. Which is tempting. It's not a player or an AI. It's a computer game. I hate the overuse of the words acronym AI. It's ambiguous to the point of being meaningless. It's just a game. It's programmed to entice you. And from certain definitions, that's a certain sort of artificial intelligence. Yeah, it's code. You know, traffic lights that react to traffic flow that just aren't on a fixed signal, that's a form of machine learning because they have code that tells them if there's lots coming this way and not so many coming this way, give this one longer green lights and this one longer red lights to free up the traffic flow. That's a form of machine reading. Oh, that shit happens all the time. Kids spending money on the mum's credit card. It's like... You can't be careless with kids who are obsessively playing mobile games. There are games that are specifically designed to ensnare kids and get kids gambling. Think those gaming lights? Sorry, you think those mobile game companies give a fuck if kids are effectively stealing money from their parents? No, they don't. Yeah, console games too. It's fucking criminal, actually. I dislike it a lot. You know, I think, you know, I might kick off the stream with a leisurely hold flashened. I think I want to make one again rather than do my batch one. Not going to make any videos tonight because I think I'm going to make videos on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Not Dope Night this Saturday. So be doing, streams all those days. I think I'll make videos on Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. No, my kids are good. Not to say those kids who did that are necessarily bad, but I think there's some values issues, and the kids have been hooked by these goddamn games. Okay. Should we do rum? What about tequila? I haven't done a tequila old-fashioned for a while. Just get reposado tequila. Ooh, and a bit of mezcal. Yeah. Añejo, my aged tequila, Tapatio, on Mexico. Big 1 liter bottle because I'm classy. Ooh, whoa, I didn't clean this. You know what? I'm going to fucking roll with it. We'll do orange bitters in this. Okay. Ooh, and I got to shake. Got my liqueur in the barrel. I'm going to make sure the sugar doesn't settle to the bottom. That's what she said. Okay. Tequila. And I'm going to put a little bit of mezcal in. Oh, I'm almost out of mezcal. Well, I was in Dan's the other day, and I did see the mezcal that has worms in it, or they're larvae, not worms, but we just call them tequila worms. I haven't seen that one. It was the same brand I got years ago, like maybe a decade ago, that had the worms in it. And I've just kept the worms. They keep swapping bottles. Migratory worms. But they had them in Dan's. For anyone who wants mezcal with worms. So, is there buffering? I'm not getting the warning thing. Last time I think it just happened to you. Yeah, I think they're the worms that RFK had. He was drinking too much tequila, and the worms got into his brain. Shazam, y'all. Oh, that's a nice big one, as the actress said to the bishop. All right. Do I want to do the orange peel? Maybe, baby. Oh, man, that smells great. Smoky. Stuffed pepper. Very classy, Safa. I had a light and easy meal because I'm being lazy. Also, trying to be sort of vaguely responsible as well, to be honest, with light and easy. No, wait, that was last night. Mum made stuffed peppers. Nice, good for you. Oh, damn, have fidelity in a shitty mood. You were in a good mood because you saw the Angry Cocktail video of the Camberwell comment with a shout out. Oh, no. Checked your delivery of Laserdisc for the shop. No, this is not sounding good. Well, here's the surprising turn of events, Safa. I did not have dinner tonight because we had a little thing at work today. It's I I don't know, Cultural Awareness Week or something. And so we had this shared thing for everyone on the floor get together, and you were supposed to bring a plate, something that's somehow typical of your cultural background. I took cheese and crackers. Crackers love cheese. And it all got eaten. So I had snacks in the afternoon, and I did not have any dinner because I was eating snacks all afternoon. All right, so I'm Fieldy. Back in January, they lost 2 boxes. DGS titles worth $2,000. You bought for 600, only insured for 200 because they never lost anything before. So, oh man, yeah, no, that's painful. Damn, that fucking sucks. Last week you had 6 boxes sent to you. Oh no, 6 boxes. Oh no. All 6 have been claimed as damaged. God damn it. God damn it. That sounds rough. You were careful after last time, so you claimed the full amount. God, $10 have been so reliable for me. They're going through a bad patch. $3,000. But that's at least so you don't lose money, but you don't make the money you could have made on the sales. Yeah, you've been using them for 5 years. What the fuck? Well, I hope you sent them feedback. Like, hey, I've been using you for 5 years, and what the actual fuck has happened lately? I mean, politely worded, but I would absolutely do it because I think they're a responsible company and they'd want to do something to make it up to you. Ah, right. You went politely off. You've already done it. Good. Well, you should. You should register your displeasure quite clearly because, man, that's fucked up. That is fucked up. Also, my tequila and mezcal old fashioned's really good. Oh, see, that's bullshit. You should put something in writing. So you just spoke to someone, doing the best we can. It's like, no. Yes, no new discs. So you're fucking angry. Yeah. You should put it in writing. It's like, hey, I've used you for a long time. Many, 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 many thousands of dollars of orders through you. Well, I don't know how much you've spent on them, but tell them how much you've spent on them. Just went on, okay, they have live chat. Yeah, no, if you send an email, there's a permanent record of it. Worded politely, but you're absolutely within your rights to say, look, I've been using you for ages. I've spent a lot of money with you. This happened once, I'd be annoyed. But twice in such a short span of time, like, you guys could kill my business. Yeah. And just like, I expect better. What the fuck? It's just putting it in an email, puts it on permanent record, and, it should go up the chain. The live chat, there's a danger the live chat is ephemeral. Just put a politely worded but very direct email. Yeah, you're going to send me broke. You're killing my business. Oh, yeah, you're going to wait to see if they give you any response to the live chat. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't suggest that because of the concern. The live chat. There's these little. If you see me do, if I start clapping, it's not just because I'm applauding something. There's this little fruit fly gnat thing. I don't know what its actual classification is. And it just hovers and it annoys the shit out of me. Got the fucker. Okay, that should be that. I hope there's not more than one of them in here. You need a drink. Yeah. There's some bullshit right there. Actually, weirdly, in the kitchen, I did thing where because I'd done some weird stuff with my freezer martini, I decided to clarify it in an experiment, and the bottle that the freezer martini had been in was just like sitting on the kitchen sink. I hadn't rinsed it, washed it, didn't have the stopper in it. Somehow, and this has never happened with any other bottle I've left out, but this one was attracting these little gnats, fruit flies, whatever they are. I just happened to look in the bottle and there was a dozen of them in the bottle. Are they like dead or dying? It's like, so somehow they were attracted to this bottle and they go in the little nozzle and they get trapped and they're too dumb to work out how to get back out. And they die in there. And but then I realized there was a couple of their little things buzzing around. Okay, maybe this is actually attracting them. So while it was funny that they were getting trapped and dying in there, I don't want to leave it here if it's attracting it. So I rinsed it. And when I put water in, it's like washed up all the little gnat bodies. And there were more of them than I thought. There was about 24 of them in the bottle. It's fucking weird. Well, yeah, I think the last thing I added but there was, Jesus, there's always sugar in these bottles. Like this is, cocktail bottles, clarified cocktail bottles. There's always sugar in them. I don't know what was different about this because previously, in fact, this one would have had less sugar. Yeah, but see, the problem with your grand scientific theory, Safa, is this bottle would have actually had the least sugar of any bottles I've had sitting out there. Actually, by a big margin, it would have been the least sugar. But yeah, for whatever reason, I think it was the last stuff that I added to the freezer martini instead of water. Was it strong sugar? What's strong sugar? Yeah, you're just clutching at straws. You're doing crazy talk. I guess it was like the last thing that I added. But it was just weird that this thing attracted the little fruit fly, gnat thingies, and nothing else ever had like this. I found it quite weird. Intriguing, even. It's like, that's the most interesting thing that's happened to me all week. That's how sad my life is. So, Yes, I did see that. And what that basically means is that night, was it Saturday night? Was the hottest reliably recorded night temperature in Sydney since white settlement. So saying 149 years, the readings taken back in the day weren't actually that reliable. So it's actually quite safe to say that was the hottest overnight temperature March night in Sydney that had been reliably recorded since white settlement. Nope, there is another of these fucking gnats in here. God damn it. I just saw it. Now I don't know where it's gone. Well, I got the last one of you fuckers. I'll get you too. Oh, yes, my pretty. I'll get you. God damn it. Suffer, I don't think it classes as an infestation, but I'm only seeing 1 or 2. That's hardly an infestation. I mean, I'm genuinely disappointed I don't get more flies in the house, because if I get a fly in the house, I go hunting with my assault rifle. Like, seriously, probably half a dozen flies all summer. Oh, shit. Sorry, the gnat was just right in front of my face. All right, chill out with the Starwood and Coke. Cheers to you, sir. Finishing my agave old-fashioned, which was really fucking tasty. That was some good shit. Yeah, these things are around all the time, Safa. Well, they're fucking tiny. I think they can literally get through the screens. They're fucking tiny. Yeah, if I could do the lizard thing or the frog thing and stick my tongue out and get them, I'd probably do it. But yes, it was just momentarily hovering in front of my face, and now it's gone away, and I don't know what it is. You had a sushi roll, a fly on it, and so did a bin chicken. What do you mean the bin chicken was metaphorically? You're getting confusing. A question. Love questions. Fire off a question. Oh, okay. So the caravan thingy was a hoax. This is bizarre and real. And what it turns out, okay, so we had this wave of things happen in the eastern suburbs of Sydney, the biggest Jewish area in Sydney, with some asshole going around vandalizing cars, spray painting fences with anti-Semitic slogans. And then the cops were like tipped off about this caravan that had explosives in it, and there was anti-Semitic material in the van. Now, what it was is apparently just some criminals who were not motivated by anti-Semitism. They saw this whole thing with the cops and the public going, anti-Semitism is bad, we're going to step it out. And they did all this stuff to look like, anti-Semitic attacks were on the rise. And then they staged this thing with a caravan to try and make it look like someone was planning a major terrorist attack with anti-Semitic overtones. And all it was literally designed to do was distract the cops. It was designed to use up police resources so these crims could go off and do their crim bullshit. How fucking weird is that? I mean, honestly, I'll give the crims points for creative thinking, but that's a genuinely weird thing that they staged this thing to try and make it look like there was going to be a major anti-Semitic thing, and it was to use up police resources. I have no idea what you're referencing there, Safa, about lighter court sentence. I definitely don't know everything about the case. I've just given the gist of what I believe I've read. But, yeah, it was just some weird crim behavior. Wait, did one of these fucking things get in my drinking? Oh, I think one of these fucking things got in my drinking glass. God damn it. I do not want to. It's on the inside of the glass. God damn it. I do not want to. I mean, it's, it's a tiny fucking thing. Toughen up, princess. But still. Oh, that's not what it is. I got some grit on the inside of my glass. Okay. I should probably stop overreacting and have a mineral water. Keep calm and have a mineral water. Okay. Good Lord. Before they found the caravan, a crim in jail said he'd... Oh! Okay. I hadn't read that. There we go. So a crim said he wanted a lighter sense, which... Oh, my God. Still, fucking criminal masterminds, hey? Anyway. Jesus. And we're gonna flavor the mineral water. Yeah, working the court system. Question is, how did they find out it was a hoax? I'm not sure exactly how, but I think it was basically the van was never going to explode. And I don't know, they tracked a few people. I don't know exactly how. The obvious mention of who and where the plan is. Yeah, I guess the cops were suspicious in why would this guy know? So I think it was probably first they worked out this is not a thing that would actually explode. But yeah, somehow they worked out it was just bullshit cooked up by these crims, which is absolutely surreal. We live in very strange times. I'll just throw that out there. We live in strange times. But yeah, I mean, like the cops aren't gonna like tell us everything about the investigation, and they tip their hand in some things, but it's basically like crims aren't as smart as they think they are. You're a bit confused. Seems to have done one thing. Oh yeah. And a couple of people have said, "Hey, New South Wales government, that law you introduced is based on fucking bullshit. Maybe you shouldn't have done it." And they're just kind of doubling down on it. You know, it's just we live in stupid times. I'm going to throw that out there. Like some of the discourse around a whole spectrum of things: public protest, anti-Semitism, the state of Israel, and some of the discourse is just stupid as fuck, like mind-bendingly stupid. And it's the people who have the power to impose restrictions and laws on us who are being stupid as fuck. And it's like they're being manipulated and they don't fucking care. I'm like, God damn it. We are living in the stupidest timeline. Just, you feel like you get a multi-dimensional traveler here who they land and go, okay, it's like, who's the US president here? Trump. Ooh, this is his first term? No, it's his second term. Oh, shit. You're that timeline. Like, hey, nice to meet you, but this timeline fucking sucks and I'm leaving. Strange times, strange people. Well, but there's good strange and bad strange, and there's stupid. It's stupid. Oh my God, that fucking bullshit American with lies. And the worst thing is like, she's just fucking lying. Fuck that obnoxious piece of shit, honestly. Obnoxious, entitled piece of shit. And the response is just to lie about what she did and to lie about culling rules in Australia. And I mean, honestly, I'm not particularly in favor of the rules around culling with native animals, but she was definitely just overstating things and just lying. What a piece of shit is all I'm going to say. Absolute lying piece of shit. We should get fucking Barnaby Joyce to kill her dogs. He hasn't got to say something like that since the old Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing. Look, kill your dogs. Let there be 1,000 blossoms. Let love bloom in 1,000 blossoms. Yeah, we've got to get either Bob. I don't know if Bob Catter would be enraged by her, or he wouldn't give a shit. But I'm getting flashes of fucking drunken Barnaby Joyce seeming to be really revved up and wanting to kill Johnny Depp's dogs. I'll do it. I'll fucking kill your dogs. I'll do it. Don't fucking push me. Don't test me, mate. I will have another fucking slab and I'll come around to your place and I'm gonna fucking kill your dogs. So that's my Barnaby Joyce impression. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Oh yeah, Abbott shirt fronting. God, he's a fucking moron. Like using completely the wrong language. Like he meant collar. The thing, I'm going to collar them means I'm going to grab them and hold them up and say, hey, we need to do it. Shirt fronting is a fucking sport thing. It's a tackle. It's where you grab the front of someone's shirt and pull them to the ground. It's like, Jesus Christ, you're a fucking idiot, Abbott. I don't know. Does Bob Catter drinks, definitely. Has he ever got as shit-faced as Barnaby? Exactly. Abbott didn't know what shirt fronting was. He's a fucking idiot. It's kind of like when bloody Rudd was trying to be super Aussie, and it's like, dude, stop it. You'd go like, oh, fair suck of the sauce bottle. It's like, oh, dude, shut the fuck up. Honestly. Your best Joyce impression will be lying in the middle of the street. Yeah, I want to like visit that place in Canberra and get a memorial photo of me lying in the gutter. It'd be good. What was 11 years ago? Abbott shirt fronting? That makes sense. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Probably I'll say it again 1,000,000 times. COVID has utterly fucked my ability to place things in time. So we're getting all the 5-year anniversaries now. The 5-year anniversary of COVID being declared a pandemic will soon be at the 5-year anniversary of working from home. And then we'll start having the 5-year anniversaries of the first lockdowns. And then we get the 5-year anniversary of the curfew. It's like, Jesus, a fucking curfew, honestly. Raise, what's up? Yeah, I'll mix up. I think that's a form of street art, street performance. If I lie in the gutter where Barnaby Joyce was lying in the gutter. Yeah, street art, Joyce collapsing, street art, yeah. So it'd just be like, it's just a whole. Oh, by the way, I'm sure concerned people want to know. Remember how I chipped one of these glasses? My beautiful, precious, old-fashioned glasses. You can see it's got the beautiful etching around there. And I was so upset. My lunch hour today, I actually went to the Bitters Lab and they still had them in stock. So I got a replacement. So the chipped one, I'm not going to throw it out. I'm going to put it away because I envision a future where I now have 2 unchipped double rocks glasses, chunky motherfuckers. I envision a future where I drunkenly smash both of them, and because I've done it before, and the Bitters Lab doesn't have them in stock, and then I will get the chipped one down because it'll be in a better state. I think I actually hit it on something like I can't quite place it, but there was a thing where it's like I banged it on something like a bottle or something, and I thought that was probably bad. And then it was sometime later I noticed the chip. Oh God, Ray's here. Your message. You're in charge of disasters or emergencies. I mean, Jesus, that's the whole thing. Is that serious? Do you remember me saying that? The sword cherry? No, I hit it on something. I think I definitely hit it on something. Wait, that's just melted ice. Why am I doing that? I have my mineral water here. Yeah, I have a half memory of doing something that might have chipped it, and I don't remember exactly what it was. But yeah, I mean, I've fucked stuff in the dishwasher before, actually. So watch the stream 60. All right, so you reckon that's what? Yeah, no. If that was it, I mean, I'd take your word for it. Raise. Perth's easy. You're getting older. Yeah, and you want a job where you want to progress more, man. Well, I see a bright and shining future where you move to your fiance, get married, and you find your niche, and your unique Australian charm wins everyone over, and you build yourself a future. I'm manifesting. I'm being like a girl boss. I'm manifesting that for you, Rays. Yeah, I put ice in the glass when the sword was in there. That is sounding very. I have actually. I think the last time I broke a glass or chipped a glass is because I dropped a big thing of ice in it and it went kunk. And I don't remember if it was one of these or if it was a more plain glass. Oh yeah, no, I fucked stuff up in the. Oh, no. No, good call, Madam Butterfly. Honestly. Yeah, no, I reckon Safa Amphitheatre has a good memory. It was actually, no, I remember I have another, but plain, I have another big rocks glass, but there's no etching on it. I used to have two of these. I dropped a big chunk of ice in the other one. I just dropped it and there was this kunk noise and it was like big fucking crack. And I was like, what the fuck? And it's because I was a bit incautious and I dropped a big chunk of ice into it and it fucking cracked the glass. So no, it wasn't one of these. I used to only have one of these and then I bought a second one and then I've chipped one. That's the first one of these I've damaged. I have broken the Nicanora one and replaced it. Or did Nettie do that? I don't know. But I have had one of the Nicanora ones break and replace it. Hey, Celtic, how you doing? We're doing good in here. This is nice. This is just like Tuesday night chill session. Drinking some mineral water. I'm going to have to see. Okay, tomorrow's when all the new specials happen in the supermarket. I have to get some more of my mineral water if it's on special, particularly the lemon lime, which I like the most. Yeah, chilling's good, and you're good people to chill with, Saf. In person, because Saf and I have chilled in person as well, so it's good. Okay, Safa, what are McPops? Celtic's going to go and get some. We went an Angry Aussie upload randomly. Top 10 most. Oh, Jesus. I mean, legit people used to say stupid things, and they still say stupid things about COVID. I swear to God, we get another pandemic, which we are razor's edge. Like, the people who know shit are super fucking worried about avian flu mutations. They are super worried about a mutation that transmits easily human to human. It could happen tomorrow. It might never happen, but it could happen tomorrow. I personally am extremely worried about what will happen if there's another pandemic, because all the fucking lunatics feel super empowered with their bullshit conspiracies, and they'll resist lockdowns and social distancing. I swear to fuck, if we get warnings of another pandemic, I'm just going to work. Hey, guess what? Well, I am working from home 5 days a week. I am not associating with people. Fuck that noise. I'm going to order my groceries online. I am going to order my booze online. I'm never going out again. Because I'm old and a fat fuck, and I am really susceptible to fucking dying. Who are we going to Thanos? Home for the elderly? That's the whole thing. So what'd you put on? Safi, you put on... Oh, you put McPops. Oh, it's from... This is officially from McDonald's. What the fuck is this? Okay. No, we'll do an ad for McDonald's. What the fuck? Washing the ground. I never actually did that. But I swear to fuck, I am not going out. If we get another pandemic, I'm not fucking leaving the house, man. I'll just fucking order everything. And I have enough booze to fucking see me through anything. I swear to God. Rage, you get paid a lot of money if one happens. Security. Yes, you become a critical worker. Yes. All right. So Safa's shared a thing about McPops with me. What is this shit? All right. Free ad for McDonald's. Bite-sized. They're donuts. Soft, squishy dough filled with delicious, gooey fillings, dusted with powdered sugar or cocoa. Chocolate, mini cocoa donut with chocolate filling dusted with cocoa. Berry, pink donut with red berry filling dusted with sugar. Biscoff, I fucking love Biscoff, actually. Mini donut with Biscoff filling dusted with sugar. Okay, that's enough advertising for McDonald's. Thank you very much. I never heard of them either. So Celtic, yeah, it's a donut ball. So, I think I love Biscoff. I tried to do a Biscoff spread infused spirit before, and it got all sludgy. It was yummy, but I think I lost a lot of the actual booze in it. I think maybe it would work better with Biscoff biscuits. Oh my God, the Biscoff spread. I have some of it out there. The Biscoff spread is fucking awesome. Love trying new foods. Oh yeah, I have not been in a McDonald's. I have not gotten anything from a McDonald's for years. I don't know how long, a really long time. It kind of sounds like I'm trying to be hipster. I didn't get it. It's not that. I just haven't done it. So you do the camera stuff sometimes? If someone's under 18 on watch, high risk, you'll put one on? Yeah, okay. Oh, no. Biscoff is, well, it's the consistency of peanut butter, but it's biscuit and sugar. It's fucking awesome. Oh, yeah, the sweet and sour twisties. See, I am a sucker for one-off flavors in the supermarket. If I see anything like a chippy thing or whatever, oh, look at that flavor, I have to try it. My excuse is I'll try it on the street. Hey, who knows? Tomorrow, new specials in the supermarket. Anything could happen. That's how exciting my life is. Every Wednesday, I know they've got different specials in the supermarkets. So I search for what's on special. Yeah. Biscoff is caramel turned up to 11. And there's a slightly burnt element to it, and I mean that in a good way, like burnt toffee. It's really good. I love it, Celtic. You with your knives and katanas. You are definitely on a list, man. That's all I got to say. You're on a list. A drinking problem. I kept the mineral water up too much. But that was only half the can. Let's put the other half a can in there. All right. All right, all right, all right. Be a lot cooler if you did. A little bit of extra flavor for my clarified thingy in there. It's all good in the hood. Actually, I will let that chill a bit on the ice because I like my drink to be very cold. I love that you're just embracing it, Celtic. Like, yeah, I'm on a list. I'm definitely on a list. Exciting and interesting question. Home for the elderly. For a Celtic, what do you like the shirt? Text message. Just trying to catch up with the offspring. Just organising it. No, I thought that might have been Mrs. Angry. This would be super early for Mrs. Angry to go to bed. That was actually young Mr. Angry texting me about a catch up. In a lovely turn of events, Celtic likes my shirt. This is one of the most, but I like it. It's like a margarita glass and a wine glass. Sparkles. I like this one. I like all of the things. So, where am I with the documentary? Yeah, fucking nothing's happening. Talked to a couple of people. I haven't done anything for a while. Oh, man, I've got to organize a couple of things tomorrow. Okay. Star Wars doing its work. Nice. Chilling with some Star Wars. You know what? I might even... Oh, God. I thought that was it's a fucking ant. Oh, no, it was one of the flying things. I thought it was an ant and I was going to squish it. And I moved my light controller and it vanished. It was actually the flying thing I was trying to get. Oh, well, it got away from me. The cheeky blighter. Actually, speaking about flying things, I just want to share this because I feel very special. I shot a fly out of the air the other day, like with my assault rifle. I mean, I was just like working my working from home, just you cheeky fucker. And I got thinking, and it's easier when they settle on a surface because then I can get but this one, it was in the air and I just went bang, and again went and down the ground. It wasn't dead though, but I stunned it, and so then I double tapped the fucker when it was on the ground. But then I felt very cool because I shot it out of the air. I do have a bug brain, quite honestly. I know that was definitely an achievement. Very proud of the fact I shot a fly out of the air. Bit tragic, really, that I place value on these things. But that's the way it is. Oh, dear. Were you getting the buffering it? See, I'm not getting the warning. You got all pixelated? Did anyone else go all pixelated? Rays, you were looking at what movies came out in the 70s. Oh my God. 70s is a turning point in cinema. It's where all the modern auteurs came out. Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, Martin Scorsese. It was the modern, and Clint Eastwood for that matter, is the modern wave. And also, there are just some friggin' awesome movies from the 70s. Movie talks? Let's do it. Actually, because what did we do the other one where we just went off? 90s? Let's do 70s stuff. Era movies had wide... Yes! It was the birth of, in the US, the summer blockbuster. 2 years in a row, there was Star Wars and Jaws. And then it became a thing. Release a movie for the summer in wide release. Yeah, Taxi Driver, Exorcist, Star Wars. Okay, let's do it. Oh, your mum saw Honora. I haven't watched it yet. I've been meaning to. Okay, I'm going to do an internet search, and I'm going to start us off just by going a search on best 70s movies. Let's go. Okay. So, oh my God, that's right. Okay. The modern horror film started in the 70s with Halloween. So the first ones that come up on this list: Apocalypse Now, Deer Hunter, Rocky, Halloween, Taxi Driver, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Clockwork Orange, Superman the movie. Is Chinatown really a 70s movie? That's holy shit. I've still never watched Chinatown. It's 74. My fucking God. I have to watch that movie. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Toby Hooper. Yeah. Raging Bull, I think, was 70s. Yeah, I thought, Nora's a bit of sex, isn't it? Jaws was 70s? Yeah, definitely. No, Nora, I think, as sex features pretty strongly. Smokey and the Bandit, classy fucking movie. Not joking, very porny, yeah. Enter the Dragon, hell yeah. I don't think I've seen that since the 80s, but I have watched it. It's very good. So popular 70s movies, Chinatown, Rocky Horror Picture Show, yeah. Apocalypse Now, The Godfather, which remains one of my top fucking films. Just the technical excellence and the structure of The Godfather, I love it. Deliverance, who's seen Deliverance? Yeah, French Connection. Another fucking good one. Are you going to rewatch Enter the Dragon? Nice. Oh, yeah, Safa, that is not a movie you want to watch with your mum. Very awkward. Incidentally, I watched the David Lynch film, Mulholland Drive, with my mum. It's got a lesbian sex scene in it. And I'm just sitting there with my mum going, I did not know this was in... Oh, my God, what the fuck? And I mean, that was only about 15 years ago that I watched it with my mum, for fuck's sake. Cheech and Chong. Okay, you know what? Very recently, and I've mentioned this on a stream before, very recently I was flicking through channels on Foxtel and Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke was on, and I watched a lot of it. I was incredibly impressed with how well made the movie was. Like, it was really well shot and it was really well edited. The acting was a bit but it was really well made. Ooh, Thieves Like Us, Papillon. Oh, that's a hell of a movie. American Graffiti, which I still don't think I've ever watched beginning to end. Did I see the emoji from Madame Butterfly? Let me see. I actually did. Look, it's come up as an emoji rather than a description of an emoji. Play Misty for me. Oh my God. Okay. Last time I watched Play Misty for me, I was going, look at how funky the credits are. The text, the font on the credits, it's green and it's really funky. I think that might have been Clint Eastwood's first directorial effort. It's a good movie. McCabe and Mrs. Miller, damn. Animal House. That's a good one, Madame Butterfly. I don't know that one. Bird with Kristen. Is Kramer versus Kramer 70s? Jesus. Mean Streets, that fucking rocks. Early Scorsese fucking rocks. I don't think I've ever watched Escape from Alcatraz. That's an Eastwood one. What else is on this list from the Google search? The Warriors. Oh my God, The Warriors was epic. Carrie. Oh, God. Deliverance. You got a pretty mouth, boy. City boy. Oh, Alien. Damn. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jewel. That's an early Steven Spielberg, if not the first Steven Spielberg directed movie. Who's seen Jewel? It's Dennis Weaver, who was most famous for a TV role. McLeod, a cowboy cop. Fucking Jewel, where a guy who's driving on a highway somehow gets on the wrong side of a truck driver who's trying to fucking hunt him down. Jewel is so intense. See, the conversation. Yes. Serpico. I've never watched all of Suspiria. The 70s version is the Italian version, which is really gothic. 70. I think there are good movies from every decade. Sorry, I love that you're saying The Man from Hong Kong. Home for the Elderly sent me the disc of The Man from Hong Kong recently, and I watched it. It's cheesy as fuck. It's so beautiful. Oh, that's the driver was Ryan. He was a heartthrob in the 70s. That was a really good movie. Yes, Madam Butterfly, Saturday Night Fever. Yes. Was Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory 70s? For some reason, I thought it was 60s. Grease was a big one. Oh, you go your favorite Bond films, The Spy Who Loved You. Okay. Rocky. Yes, Mad Max is 70s. Oh, damn. We're just doing it. What else was here? 70s movies set in Hong Kong. Enter the Dragon, Man with a Golden Gun, Return of the Dragon, Game of Death, all these Bruce Lee films, Fist of Fury. 1970s family-friendly movies, Christopher Reeve as Superman, Ralph Bakshi's animated Lord of the Rings. Wizards is not family-friendly. Wizards is a really weird, fucked up Ralph Bakshi film. Fiddler on the Roof, Watership Down. Watership and Down's pretty fucked up, honestly. 70s drama, Saturday Night Fever, Woody Allen's Manhattan. Wait, what version of Macbeth was done in the 70s? I need to look this up. Oh, Polanski's... Oh, Jesus Christ. Polanski's Macbeth was fucked up. Hey, Justin, how you doing? I've still got to watch Capricorn 1. Capricorn 1's a movie basically about the moon landing being fake. Oh, now we're getting the sci-fi. Soylent Green, love that movie. Logan's Run. All the President's Men, great movie. Oh, God, I watched Death Wish beginning to end for the first time not long ago, and I got really surprised. A very young Jeff Goldblum's in it. And Justice for All, classic Al Pacino, yes. Don't watch Capricorn 1, slow as shit. Okay. I genuinely like Eraserhead. Not just trying to be hip. Justin, Dutton's, we both know Dutton's going to propose a bunch of shit. Dirty Harry. I do love to rewatch Dirty Harry from time to time. Jeff Goldblum is a sexy man. He is one of these random bad guys in the original Death Wish. It's not even really a speaking role. But he's one of the bad guys who kills Charles Bronson's wife, and you never see him again. It's like, man, that is a really young Jeff Goldblum. The Terminal Man with George Segal. Oh, Time After Time. He's meant to be H.G. Wells in that movie, isn't he? Is The Jerk a 70s film? Steve Martin's big breakthrough. Damn, sometimes I think these 70s films were 60s films. Sometimes I think they were 80s. Again, Kelly's Heroes, I would have sworn that was 60s. I fucking love that movie. Yeah, Justin, I think I have hope that the Australian public will actually go, oh, a Dutton government? No way. Because that guy's the fucking piece of shit. Oh, I love that you're going left field Australian one. Wake in Fright. That is such a fucked up movie. It's really funny. Very fucked up. Yeah, Steve Martin was always a comedian. Billy Jack. I have to watch Billy Jack again sometime. Wow, someone with a really loud vehicle just went zooming. Tim. Oh, wow, that's an early Mel Gibson film where he plays a mentally retarded guy. That's a really interesting one. I haven't seen that in forever. I probably saw that on video in the 80s and not since. You heard it. Yeah, that was super fucking loud. Gauntlet. That's the Clint Eastwood movie, The Gauntlet. Was that 70s? Damn. I'm sure we've mentioned The Exorcist, but it's a great one. My street is a 50 zone, so who the fuck knows where that guy... That was not even down my street. That was a couple blocks away. That's a Redford film, yeah? The Electric Horseman? I don't think I've seen it. You heard it too? Yeah, that was really loud. And yes, remakes of 70s films. Yeah, I guessed you were going through a list. That's your 70s laser discs. Yeah. No, it did not go past me. That was at least like a block away. It was going down another street. That was at least a block or two away from me. It did not go down my street. Love the 70s movies. Great movies. Absolutely great movies in the 70s. Yes, it's a different style. Yeah. Isn't it wild how many discs he has? My God. Okay, you know what I loved about Shaft? Okay, it wasn't that long ago I watched Shaft, the 70s Shaft for the first time. But there's one thing where Shaft's in his office and someone's giving him a bit of shit. They're up there in his office. But the way his office is laid up, it's over a shop. And there's a huge picture window looking out on the street. And as soon as this guy starts giving Shaft shit, and because you've seen this big picture window, I just went, Shaft is putting this guy straight out that window. Sure enough, Shaft puts the guy straight out the window. Godfather is one of my all-time greats. I think it's so well shot, it's so well acted, and just the structure of it is fucking perfect. Just the way it all comes together at the end, where Michael whacks fucking everyone who fucked with his family. It's just like, it was such a slow build and so much had happened. And then right at the end, everyone who threatened Michael's family got fucking whacked. The good Monty Python movies were the 70s. Poseidon Adventure. The late, great Gene Hackman is in there, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Justin. Dutton genuinely doesn't seem to realize that he's absolutely toxic to a significant majority of the Australian population. Yeah, so Holy Grail, Life of Brian in the 70s. Yeah, Meaning of Life came out when I was in high school. It's definitely 80s. Yeah. Okay, so you've forgotten to ask me, Safa, what was I watching this week? What did I watch this week? What I think was the last episode of this season of Invincible, which they did again in the last episode. We got all this dismemberment, like heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps of dismemberment, really graphic dismemberment, but no boobies. Like there's a sex scene at the end where they don't show anything. And I was like, it is genuinely disturbing to me that we can repeatedly be shown bodies being ripped apart, heads being crushed, but no boobies. You can't have boobies. It's fucking ridiculous. At least in The Boys, which is a live action show, which is equivalent to Invincible for dismemberment and blood, at least The Boys has heaps of sex or sexual stuff in it as well. It would be super funny if Dutton loses his seat on election night, and it is definitely possible. My favorite movie, it's hard for me to pin an all-time favorite, but I can tell you, I can definitely, my top four are The Godfather, and I don't know what order to put these in. The Godfather, The Princess Bride, Mad Max Fury Road. That's my top three. That's easy, my top three. And as to which is my favorite, it kind of depends what mood I'm in because they're so different. Godfather, brilliantly structured drama. Mad Max, an astoundingly good escapist action fantasy. Princess Bride, a comedy. So, yeah. Oh, yes, Star Wars: A New Hope was 70s. I think, well, we could look it up. We're on the internet. Let's look up when Empire Strikes Back came out. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back was 1980. So technically, New Hope was the only 70s one. Yeah, Safa knows. Jedi was 83. The sex scene in Team America was fucking hilarious. Just so funny. Favorite generation of movies? Yeah, I don't feel tied to a particular decade, which is kind of a cop-out answer. I would be more likely to say 70s than 80s. But just when we went over the 90s movies, so many good movies in the 90s. So I don't feel particularly tied to a decade. So he's like, okay, when was my favorite? Godfather is 70s. Fury Road is the teens, I get. God, now that came out a while ago. I need to look this up. Okay. I think Princess Bride was 80s. 87 Princess Bride. So, and then I think Withnell and I, which is another of my favorites. 87. So two of my favorites are 80s films, Princess Bride and Withnell and I. 2015. God, 10 years ago. Fury Road was 10 years ago. I have to fucking rewatch that movie, honestly. So my top four, I can easily call out my top four. Godfather is 70s. Princess Bride and Withnell and I are 80s. And Mad Max is the 20-teens. Hey, Hannah, how you doing? Oh, no, you've got mushrooms growing from the cyclone damage. God damn it. Well, you're a fan of the comedies from the 80s and 90s. John Candy, Danny DeVito, Arnie. Arnie did some good comedies, particularly with Danny DeVito, actually. Realize it's 2025. Yes. He is quite good. Justin, you're in school, got to watch Team America in English class. Oh, my God. Ah, that's wild. Japanese exclusive Laserdisc. They speak alien language, came up with Japanese subs. I knew a guy who had the original Star Wars trilogy on Laserdisc. I think for collectors, they were worth a lot. Saturday Night Live just had its 50th anniversary. So it was 75. I want to watch, I don't know that it's going to be good, but I want to watch the movie that's a dramatization of the first ever Saturday Night Live. School had weird ideas of school appropriate Milans. Milan, yes. Anastasia, no. So Chinese historical story, but Russian story, not so much. Okay. Yeah, the funny thing about Team America is I think it perfectly captured the American mindset in that post 9/11 Bush era. Yeah, and like I haven't been keeping up with South Park or anything, so I don't know what they kind of think about Trump. Or I know they did some stuff where Mr. Mackey was their proxy for Trump, and they actually had a Trumpy character in Canada rather than the United States. But I don't know. On Golden Pond, damn. Death and Grieving Unit for RE. I still don't think I've seen that movie, although that was a really big deal. Oh yeah, it's the whole thing about the versions before George Lucas kept re-editing them. About $100 for the okay. There you go. And all you remember, Grandpa talking to grandson, what do you do for fun? Cruise chicks? Yes, that's the classic line, suck face. Yes. Yeah, that was a very early George Lucas film, American Graffiti. No, it was 70s. That was pre-Star Wars, I think. And he wrote an all-girls school. Watch Bend It Like Beckham more times than you can count. Weirdly, watch Bruce Almighty in RE. That's an interesting concept. Yeah, Animal House was 70s. Yeah. Very early James Belushi. Madam Buffo, got to tap out. Have a bit of a rest before your work day. By all means, that sounds like a sensible thing to do. Rocky is a great movie. It is just a genuinely good movie. Henny, you weren't allowed to watch a Kirsten Dunst movie. Girls boarding school holding a riot. They were to give you ideas. Nice. One of the big TV events of the 70s, yeah, that's what we bring up. The final episode of MASH was one of the most watched things on TV ever. Yeah, Kirsten Dunst was recently in A24's Civil War, which I think was pretty good. As I've mentioned before, my non-spoiler version is there is a death on screen that I think is bullshit and stupid. There are lots of deaths on screen, so I'm not giving much away. But I've said this before on the stream. There's a death on screen that I think is bullshit and stupid. And I have no idea why they did it the way they did, but it was stupid. You watch multiple versions of Romeo and Juliet. The one with Romeo's ass on screen for a certain amount of time. Was that the Polanski one? I remember we watched a really wacky version of Macbeth where the witches flash their bits. Your year 9 English teacher said Romeo had a cute butt. Damn. 60s, I think, was bigger for Westerns. And I think Eastwood made Westerns cool again in the 90s with Unforgiven, which is a fucking epic movie. Yeah, but Spider-Man, God, what was that, 20 years ago? I lose track of time. But I think her most recent big appearance was in Civil War. I don't really have a favorite actor or actress. It's maybe sounds like a cop-out answer, but I just don't. There's a whole bunch of people I enjoy, but there's no one I go like, oh, yeah, they're the best. Oh, no, Smokey and the Bandit was definitely 70s, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was, okay, we could look at what were the good 50s movies. There were some good ones. Hannah, you loved your teachers didn't do anything loosely connect movies. The idea they were educational. They just wanted to watch them. Nice. That's what I thought. The Kirsten Dunst Spider-Man would have been 20 years ago. Yeah. All right. Lion King was approved. Don't know that I ever watched it. Why was not The Sound of Music allowed? I love watching that. Last I was watching that with friends when the girls hitting on the boy with the I am 16 going on 17, and I'm just shouting at the screen, he's a fucking Nazi! Fuck that guy! What the fuck are you He's a Nazi! Fuck him! Elvis movies are a hoot. Is this 50s? Are you throwing out Bridge Over the River Kwai? That's a good one. Searches John Wayne? I don't know these ones. Gunfight at the OK Corral. Drama teacher said swearing, not allowed to swear. It was in a script. So you put swearing in scripts. Nice. That's a great Hitchcock. North by Northwest is great. On the Waterfront is great. Vertigo, I've never actually watched. House of Wax is a hoot. Singing in the Rain, I've never watched. Rear Window, I've never watched. All the Hitchcock. Some Like It Hot. That's fucking great. I like that movie. Seven Samurai 50s? I thought that was 60s. Fucking great movie. All 50s. God damn. I love getting these surprises when we're talking decade to throw a movie out and go, okay, I was wrong by an entire decade of when that movie came out. Okay, was the original House on Haunted Hill in the 50s? Because I think there was an 80s remake of it. I've only seen the clips of, the dancing in the rain. The Man Who Knew Too Much. So these are great titles, which I don't think I've watched and are fair to remember. Oh, Alice in Wonderland. Damn, that was a good one. The Wild One, the old Marlon Brando, that is good. Sound of Music wasn't allowed. They felt it didn't give an accurate depiction. But the Nazis were the bad guys. Showed Grease so many times, you hate it now. Ooh, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Nice. Early Paul Newman. Disney's Lady and the Tramp. Dangerous When Wet, that sounds like a porno. Peter Pan, Disney, again. Summer Stock. Yeah, I've never heard of this one. Never heard of this one. On the Waterfront was a good movie. I could have been a contender. Brigadoon. I've never watched Brigadoon. Cinderella was probably 50s, the classic Disney animation. Oh, 40s and 50s MGM musicals. Hell yeah. When allowed Sound of Music, allowed Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Great movie. The King and I. Wow, was that 50s? Because I remember the TV series version of it as well, which must have been 60s. Lust for Life. I only know that as an Iggy Pop song. The original Father of the Bride with Spencer Tracy. Yes, I've seen that. Sunset Boulevard, I don't think I've watched all of. Damn Yankees, I definitely haven't watched. Pick early movies up cheap. No, they'll be worth a fortune eventually. Oh, 12 Angry Men. I'm not sure if I've watched all of that, but it's really good. I fucking love The Mouse That Roared. That's hilarious. Like, that came on one time when I was flicking around, and I watched it because William Hartnell was in it, the original Doctor Who. But it's such a great story. The Mouse That Roared is like some small European country finds out after World War II, like England and America paid some countries reparations. So they declare war because they're broke and they want reparations. It's an absolutely surreal satire farce. It's quite a thing. Well, good. Did you watch Veggie Tales for the juniors? Good God. You were watching it in year 12 just for a distraction. My God. Oh, yes. Oh, God. What's his name? Rex Harrison? Round the World in 80 Days. What a fucking classic. I fucking love Peter Sellers. He's incredible. I think he probably had, okay, it's very dangerous to pathologize people and whatnot, but I don't think there's much doubt when you hear everyone's stories about Peter Sellers and what he says himself in interviews. The guy had quite serious mental health issues that were never diagnosed. Whether that's borderline personality disorder or bipolar, chronic depression. He had big fucking issues. And are you surprised School Musical was back to the 80s, included a rendition of Angel is a Centerfold, but you weren't allowed the Sound of Music. God damn. Yes, I think Home for the Elderly brought that one up. That's awesome. Marilyn Monroe. My favorite Marilyn Monroe was 7 Year Itch, because that's the film that shows Marilyn Monroe was not a bimbo, because she plays a bimbo fucking perfectly. Bimbos cannot perform a bimbo in a movie. It's her skill with she maintains the tone of her character absolutely perfectly. She's amazing, but she's basically good in everything. You love Some Like It Hot, best final line of the movie. Nice. You watched the Truman Show and The Matrix a lot. You had a really friggin' weird mix of movies they let you watch at school, Hannah. Yeah, Billy Wilder, very good director. Good at directing Monroe. Yeah. God, what was that? Oh, it's the thing I looked up the other day. I was thinking it was a really good movie and there was some discussion about it. And I looked it up, like, who directed that? And it was Billy Wilder. Actually, you know what? I'm going to fucking look up Billy Wilder. What did Billy Wilder direct? Because we're on the goddamn internet. Billy Wilder, filmmaker and screenwriter. Let's get his IMDb up. 1906 to 2002. Man, he was in his 90s when he died. Good innings, Billy Wilder. Good on you. Why is this link not fucking working? What the fuck? Okay. Let's go. There's an upcoming Billy Wilder script? Okay. Director. Let's just go director. Okay. So back to the start of his career. Damn. In the 30s. Jesus Christ. Billy Wilder was making films in the 30s? 1929. He directed a film in 1929. He was making films in Germany. Billy Wilder was German? My God. He was making films in Germany during the Second World War. Holy shit. Okay. Wait, are these his writer credits? No, I don't want writer. I want director. The fucking navigation on the IMDb is fucking shit. Okay. Director. 34. Bad Seed. Double Indemnity in 44. Damn. Lost Weekend in... Oh, my God. Lost Weekend's a hell of a film. 44. Sunset Boulevard in 1950. Starleg 17. Oh, and the original Sabrina in 54. 7 Year Itch. Yes, he did the 7 Year Itch. Ah, that's my favorite Munro, 55. Some Like It Hot in 59. The Apartment in 60. Kiss Me Stupid. I think I've seen at least a bit of that, 64. Private Life of Sherlock Holmes, 1970. Avanti, 72. Buddy Buddy was his last one in 81. Okay. So I'm not even sure what I looked up. Holy shit, but he was writing films in Germany in World War II. He escaped because of the war. Damn. In year 12, you got boat license for nautical navigation. Damn. That's actually a pretty good movie. I liked Babylon. It's got Brad Pitt and oh God, what's her name? The Australian who was Barbie. That's a pretty good movie because it's just showing about how fucking unhinged Hollywood was in the 20s and 30s. Margot Robbie. I blanked on her name. Babylon's a pretty good film. It's pretty intense viewing, quite honestly. There's a whole thing about the transition from silent to talkies and how some really big silent stars couldn't really make a transition to talkies. But pretty fucking intense film, quite honestly. But yeah, I would actually recommend watching Babylon. God, how long is it? I don't think it's a short film from memory. Just going to look up the runtime of Babylon 2022 film. Yeah, 3 fucking hours. 3 hours, 9 minutes, but that's going to be credits. So I thought it was a long film. 3 hours. It's probably a little bit self-indulgent. Hollywood people, I think, regularly overestimate how much people want to see films about Hollywood. Second best, Robbie, and that's right. She was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I really like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Damn. That's right. Okay, so after saying imagine Charlie Chaplin and talkie, the great dictator, his Hitler speech is incredible. Look it up, Safa. It'll be on YouTube. Charlie Chaplin's great dictator speech is really intense. So, Ray's Godfather 2 is the same from memory. Oh, it was kind of long. Let's look it up. A lot of people like Godfather 2 more than 1. And I didn't really. Wait, what's the fucking runtime of Godfather 2? I'm trying to find the runtime. Why did the runtime not show up? Godfather Part 2. Yeah, 3 hours, 22 minutes. Fuck me. And because it runs in 2 time zones. It's still following Al Pacino, but it's also going back. Robert De Niro is playing young Vito decades earlier. So it's the first film that De Niro and Pacino were in, but they don't share any screen time. The first thing they share screen time in was probably Heat. Yeah, it's 2 movies. Yeah. Addams Family. Okay. Addams Family, the cast for the Addams Family movie was perfect, but the second one, Addams Family Values, much better movie. So they got the cast right with the first one, but they got the story right with the second one. Yes, Joan Cusack was fucking great. She was awesome. Yeah, no wonder I haven't rewatched Godfather 2 for a while, because it's 3.5 hours long. You broke my heart. What does he say to his brother? You broke my heart. Addams Family 1 and 2, perfect director Barry Sonnenfeld did a very good job. That's right, he did Men in Black as well, yes. Which is a really enjoyable film. I fucking love Get Shorty. I love that so much. Got to call out late great Gene Hackman again. He's extremely good in Get Shorty. That got a sequel, which focuses on the music industry more than the film industry. Stay Cool. It's still good. It's nowhere near as good as Get Shorty. I fucking love Get Shorty. They're moving 90s movies. Oh, did you like the Casper? That's the one. Christina Ricci's in it, I think. I fuck the sequel. Okay, it's not great, but I don't hate it. But it is so far below Get Shorty. Get Shorty is amazing. I think Stay Cool is perfectly agreeable viewing. Bill Pullman's in Casper. Oh my god, Bill Pullman, he did wild stuff. Yeah, no, The Mummy was a great 90s movie. I love this. We just randomly get into movie talk. I fucking love it. This has been a pretty wide-ranging one too. A spirited beginning for the Casper prequel. Damn. Okay. Oh god. You know what just occurred to me? Some very weird websites I like. There was there's a website called McSweeney's, Timothy McSweeney's Internet Tendency. The URL is mcsweeneys.net. And they run these really nonsensical articles. They're satire, but they're quite absurdist satire. Whereas like The Onion is like ha satire. McSweeney's is genuinely fucking weird, surrealist satire. And they had one with like, it was something about couple who were into BDSM, and their safe word was Bill Pullman. And the guy's being chased down the street, being whipped, going, "Ow, fuck, stop it. Bill Paxton. Oh, not Bill Paxton, the other Bill, for fuck's sake, stop." Because he couldn't remember Bill Pullman's name. It was just such a weird joke. It was fucking weird. Oh, we've been jumping all. We went as far back as the 40s. We kind of jumped back to the 90s. Oh, damn. We're just jumping all over the gosh darn place. Hey, Loogie, how you doing? Finally got your psych meds? Slept for around house? Medical induced coma. Nice. Bring you back on board. Yeah, Hannah brought us back to the 90s. We've been jumping all over the place. I think I did mention, okay, what are new ones? Actually, you know what's just come up on the streaming service? A Quiet Place Day Zero. I actually want to watch that. I might watch that this weekend. Because my thing was with A Quiet Place, the aliens that are attracted by sound and have killed everyone. I was like, but the way to deal with them seems really straightforward. Like, you have these sports stadiums that have big sound systems in them. You just play really loud music in these stadiums and all the aliens swarm there, and then you just fucking hit it with about 50 missiles. So I think, like, the only way that wouldn't have worked is if the alien attack takes everything out too quickly. And that's why I want to watch Day Zero to see how they explain how the aliens took over. Oh yeah, I always put Matrix out there, definitely. I don't get Stan, so although the £10 Poms thing sounds interesting. Typical of the chat. Oh yes, we are definitely doing the Neurospicy Brain Dump, definitely. Oh, Hannah, you watched it and it was crap. Okay. I like that your brain got a proper rest, Loogie. That's good stuff. Was there a Casper movie with Hilary Duff? Good Lord. I can't think of Casper without, because I'm a Simpsons tragic. I can't think of Casper without thinking of the old Simpsons episode where Bart's drawing the parallel between Richie Rich and Casper the Ghost look the same. Is Casper Richie Rich's ghost? And Lisa says something really bleak, like maybe he couldn't go on living knowing the emptiness of wealth. Was that Casper meets Wendy? Okay. Oh, Wendy was the witch, yeah? Yeah, the Spice Girls did drop a movie, Spice World, which had a lot of big stars doing cameos. Didn't they recast everyone in Addams Family 3? I have this funny feeling it was completely recast. Yeah, Gomez was Tim Curry. But Angelica Houston wasn't in it, was she? I thought they recast everyone. Yeah, I just vaguely remember Wendy being a witch. S Club 7 dropped a movie. Jesus Christ. Wait, what Meatloaf line are we talking about? Was it the same Lurch? I thought they even recast him. Dunstan. Dunstan was an orangutan, wasn't he? Okay, so Daryl Hannah was Morticia. Okay. The Willy Wonka remake with Depp was the noughties, I think. I think that must have been like 20 years ago. Let's fucking go. We're on the internet. Let's look it up. So, okay, yeah. Gene Wilder was 71. Johnny Depp was 2005. 20 years. I was right. Yeah, Dunstan was an orangutan in a hotel. Yeah, okay. Stuck in the 90s again. Mousetrap, The Borrowers, yeah. There was a good Studio Ghibli anime version of The Borrowers. It was actually called Arrietty, but it's the story of The Borrowers, which is a Roald Dahl story. They need to make some stuff of Roald Dahl's adult stuff, because Roald Dahl, famous for Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and Matilda and The Borrowers and The Big Friendly Giant, wrote adult short stories. He was filthy as fuck. Roald Dahl was a fucking perv, and I say that with a degree of admiration. We need to have some adult Roald Dahl films, quite honestly. From the Spice Girls movie, Spice Girls Clog the Loo, Richard E. Grant tells Meatloaf, who was a bus driver, to clean it, goes, I'll do anything for the girls, but I won't do that. Ah! Oh, you're randomly remembering Jungle to Jungle with Tim Allen. I definitely did not see that one. Okay, so you didn't like the later Potter films, but now they're making a TV streaming series, aren't they? Yeah, why did they never make Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator? It was referenced at the end of the Johnny Depp, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But yeah, they did that weird prequel with Timothy Chalamet, which I haven't bothered to watch. What's happening in the Philippines? Oh yeah, Duterte, who was a fascist. Fuck that guy. The vice president admitted to a plot on the current president. I didn't hear that. Duterte should definitely be arrested. He was a fucking piece of shit. Rays, what are they making now? Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator? Hannah finds out his son's been raised in the middle. That's right. God, I think I have watched that movie. Now that you said that plot, I think I fucking watched it. Yeah, high-level CGI effects for Great Glass Elevator. Who's my favorite? Scary Spice. She was fucking hilarious. My favorite Spice Girl. No hesitation, Scary Spice. Okay, so they are doing Great Glass Elevator. Okay. There's a shit ton of countries. If they knew about me, they'd have to know about me to ban me. Vice President is Duterte's daughter. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm not banned from the Philippines unless Duterte gets back in, then I might be. Now you're making a list. No, I've never seen the Spice Girl movie. Even though it's got a pretty good cast in it. Jungle to Jungle is a remake of Little Indian Big City. God damn, okay. Weirdly, it wasn't until Hannah gave the plot synopsis for Jungle to Jungle, I went, oh Christ, I think I've actually seen that. Hannah loves Scary Spice. Wearing a Scary Spice shirt. And she's kind of a bitch. Yeah, but I'm on stage with a bitch. Yes, the Birdcage was... God, there's so many remakes. I don't think I've seen... The original... It's a French film, yeah? La Cage aux Folles? I don't think I've seen the French version. I do genuinely like the Birdcage, though. God, we keep bringing up fucking... Gene Hackman movies. Keeps coming up. Guy was a legend. Home theater like Sporty Spice. Nice. I never watched Indian in the Cupboard either. Well, the Philippines was a US colony for most of the 20th century. No, I said Scary Spice. Scary Spice was my favorite Spice Girl. Oh, I'm trying to think. I think this is 80s. Who remembers Flight of the Navigator? A kid's sci-fi film where a kid finds a spaceship and the computer that runs it is voiced by Paul Rubens, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman. That, for no real reason, that just popped into my head, Flight of the Navigator. Before Paul Rubens got busted jacking off in an adult cinema. One of the first movies with CGI. I always liked Last Starfighter was one of the first movies where all the spaceships were computer generated. That was a whole thing. Tron as a lot of early CGI. I was watching Corridor Digital on YouTube, and they're guys who, do like their own special effects and whatnot. And they do reviews of what they call good and bad CGI. And trying to think which one it was. Oh, you say Last Starfighter? Yeah, it's the trouble with cutting edge computer graphics. Kind of looks shit 20 years later, and now we're like 40, 50 years after Last Starfighter came out. It looks terrible. The old Blob was like 1950s. The Steve McQueen one, yeah, was 1950s. I was going somewhere with Corridor Digital and I completely fucking forgot where it was. It was something to do with special effects. Does anyone remember where I was going with it? Oh, no. Okay. I actually remembered. Okay. So Corridor Digital, they're talking about special effects. Escape for New York. And it was really interesting because there's a few computer interfaces in Escape from New York. And of course, computer graphics were very rudimentary when Escape from New York was made. And there's one thing where they show a computer grid of how to fly into the city, and it's all these green lines, but it's very 3D, and it's like kind of better than computer graphics should have been at the time. And the Corridor Digital guys were watching this and they said, is that CG or is that green tape? And it was what they'd actually done to have this computer interface for the movie. They built a physical model of the New York skyline and they put green fluorescent tape on all the lines of the buildings. And then they tracked a camera through it. So it looked like 3D computer graphics that were way too advanced for the time, but it wasn't. It was a cheat. It wasn't computer graphics. It's like Max Headroom. The character of Max Headroom was much better than computer graphics than should have been possible for TV at the time. And it was a trick because it wasn't computer graphics. It was the actor wearing prosthetics, plastic prosthetics, and they applied some video filters over it and did some edits and cuts to make it juddery. But when you watched it, you're thinking like, that's really awesome computer graphics. And it wasn't computer graphics. It was actually real world stuff, which is fucking wild. You're saying Max Headroom is the same actor, the neighbor from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? What was his name? Matt Frewer. He did stuff. He's been in stuff over the decades. He was in the Watchmen movie. He was in one of the Living Dead remake movie. Matt Frewer actually kept working. He did TV stuff. He was never a huge star though. But I fucking loved Max Headroom. And the video show they had him do, like in the 80s, Max Headroom presenting music videos was fucking great. But yeah, it was a thing they did in the 80s, particularly when they were doing computer graphics, because computer graphics weren't great and they're doing sci-fi trying to make it look funky. They would do stuff where they were faking, pretending this was computer graphics, and it wasn't computer graphics. It was real world stuff. What planet are we on, raised with giant baby fighting military and destroying a city? What was that? Honey, I Shrunk the Kid, or Blew Up the Kid, or something? That to me, that feels like that just came out of left field. I don't even know what we're talking about with giant baby fighting the military. But and like, okay, I'm also going to throw out, even one of the cutting edge things Star Wars did in the 70s is they had what felt like much more realistic spaceship flying than anyone had ever done in sci-fi movies before. But the trick was the models, like the X-Wings and stuff, they weren't moving, they were fixed. the camera would move. The camera would come in on these models and go, ooh, and then when they edit it and put the sound, it was this really convincing stuff of these really good quality miniatures that seemed to be flying around. It was a really clever trick. Hollywood people are pretty fucking clever, honestly. So, what are we talking about? Las Vegas? Lloyd Bridges? What are we talking about? I'm completely... Oh my God. Lloyd Bridges in Airplane? I guess I picked the wrong day to stop sniffing glue. I kind of want to re-watch Airplane to see how fucked up it is. Because, oh my God. I must have hired that out on video so many times in the 80s. It was such a big deal. Just like the machine gun pace of the jokes in it. You know what? I'm going to give myself... you know what? I've got this tiny little bit of the... I want to give Mrs. Angry a bit of flavour in the orange peel for her hot chocolate in the morning. And I think I'm going to decant that liqueur that's in the barrel at the end of the week. When did I first hire a DVD? Probably 20 odd years ago. I had VHS tapes in the 80s. Used to watch Flying High once a week as a kid. Yeah. Late to the DVD games. First DVD rented was Easy Rider in 2000. Like, I'm literally trying to guess. It was somewhere between the late 90s and 2004, you know, something like that. Be somewhere around then, but I honestly couldn't be more precise than that. Oh man, I've got all this anticipation for what my barrel aging liqueur is going to taste like. I'm going to taste it on Friday. Party night. Taste it, see what it tastes like. And I may or may not decant it. I might leave it there for another week. Who knows? Rage neighbor's parents stole a DVD player. First came out, got to watch DVD before most people. Didn't own one until years later. Never hired Blu-rays. I own Blu-rays. I've never hired them. Like, I don't think I've hired video in 10 years. I don't know. 15 years? I don't even know. Ran across a massive box of VHS tapes. Trying to find a DVD. I've still got, because of what I found in a box when I was cleaning up, I've still got, like, VHS porn. Celtic King wanted me to send him that. I might still do that. But he doesn't even have a VHS player. But maybe send him VHS. Yes, see, Celtic's on it. Celtic wants my VHS porn. Last you were telling me you didn't even have a VHS player, though. And the disturbingly big bag of DVD. I don't even know if the DVDs would still play. Very cheap DVDs from, I don't know, 25 years ago. Oh, wait, the cherry fell off the skewer. I want to eat the cherry before I go to bed. Yeah, boy. It's a pretty big cherry. Yep. Wants my big box porn. Just waiting for a VHS player to come into the... I literally, at one point... Okay, things I've had in the past. A double VHS thing. So it was literally designed for, which is a very piratey thing, to play one VHS tape and record it on the other. And then I had one that had VHS and a DVD drive, and you could it would record DVD. So you could put a VHS tape in and record it onto DVD. Possibly do it the other way too. Imagine renting porn. Yeah. All the grubby hands that have been on a porn disc. You got to get a VHS player, Kelty. What am I watching tomorrow? Excellent question. We'll probably watch a couple more episodes of Wheel of Time because I think we only watched the first one. We're also watching White Lotus in 1923, but we've watched this week's episode of that. We might have to find something new. Oh, we started watching a bit of a sort of drama comedy that's on Prime called The Sticky. That's like a fictionalized version of a big maple syrup heist that happened in Canada a few years ago. VHS, you had to set the volume. Oh, yes. Yeah, you fuck up the recording very easily. Oh, no. Oh, I don't even want to say that out loud. Oh, my God. Jesus. Halfway through recording something, your nan turns up the volume, fucks up your recording. Yeah. Damn. No, I don't rent movie. I don't rent digital. I don't know why. I just don't. There's too much to watch as it is. So I don't think about it that much. So I don't rent stuff through streaming. I just watch stuff. So we'll see. Anyway, you know what? It's just a Tuesday night. I want to take it easy tonight. I don't want to do too much. I'm gonna go to Sleepy Berbers now. And in all likelihood, I'll be back on Thursday night. See you. Like I said, I'm planning to do cocktail videos on those nights. Make a bit more of a thing of it. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, maybe go off. Who knows? Sunday, so possibly 4 nights in a row. Sunday night, I will try to be much more chill. But Thursday, Friday, Saturday might go right off. So if you're around, we'll see how that goes. But you all take care, and I will say bye for now.
You are totally fucked up!